Last semester, a close friend of mine stopped showing up to class. She said she was just tired, but it became clear that it was more than that. She was overwhelmed and burnt out, and she felt like no one would understand, and that silence only made things worse. The purpose of this presentation is to convince you to take an active role in supporting your peers who may be struggling with burnout or depression. I'm a credible source on this topic because as a college student myself, I've seen firsthand how stress, exhaustion, and mental health challenges affect those around me, and I've researched effective ways we can help. As fellow college students, you should care about this issue because burnout and depression are becoming increasingly common on campuses across the country. The more we understand how to recognize and respond to these struggles, the stronger our community becomes. I'll explain how the rising rates of student burnout and depression were caused by increased academic pressure and social isolation, and how these factors have led to widespread mental health challenges. Then I'll discuss what we can do to support one another and change that outcome. Academic and social pressure contribute to burnout and depression. College students face constant pressure to perform well academically while also maintaining jobs and social lives. A 2023 American College Health Association survey found that over 70% of students reported feeling overwhelming anxiety, and nearly 45% felt so depressed it was difficult to function at least once in the past year. Along with academic demands, another major cause of burnout and depression is social isolation and the stigma surrounding mental health. Stigma and lack of open conversation prevent students from seeking help. Many students fear being judged or seen as weak for their struggling. According to a 2022 Journal of American College Health study, 60% of students said stigma was a barrier to accessing counseling services, even when they knew help was available. As a result of these combined pressures and stigma, burnout and depression have become widespread among college students today. The effect of burnout and depression is a campus-wide decline in well-being and engagement. Students who experience burnout and depression often withdraw from friends, classes, and extracurricular activities. National Institute of Mental Health research shows that untreated depression is linked to lower GPA, higher dropout rates, and increased risk of self-harm. Universities report rising demand for counseling services, with waitlists growing over 30% since 2020. This has had serious emotional and academic implications for students, and we must act to create a more supportive and understanding campus culture. The implications are both personal and communal. When we support each other, everyone benefits. Supporting peers, building stronger mental health resilience and community trust. From 2021's Journal of Counseling Psychology, peer support programs have been shown to reduce depressive symptoms and increase help-seeking behaviors among students. Simple acts of kindness and awareness can prevent crises. The Active Minds organization reports that students who receive emotional support from peers are twice as likely to seek professional help early. Given this, we must actively check on our friends, listen without judgment, and share information about campus resources like counseling centers or support groups. You don't need to be a therapist, you just need to care. In conclusion, burnout and depression among college students are serious but preventable changes. The purpose of this speech was to persuade you to recognize the signs of burnout and depression and take meaningful steps to support your peers. We looked at how academic pressure and stigma led to student burnout, the effects of these issues, and how small actions can make a big difference. Remember my friend from the beginning? What helped her most wasn't advice. It was simply just asking, "Are you okay?" One small question can change everything. Be that person for someone else. Thank you.